And am here to tell you a story. And this story is how I met my husband and how my mom reacted to our relationship. I have been getting a lot of questions. Show us your husband, show us your whatever. How did you meet? How did you end up marrying someone who is not in your culture? How your family has accepted that? So stay until the end, because that's when I'm going to reveal how my mom reacted. So now let's dive in. So I met my husband in Oshakati Hospital, and I took my mom to the hospital, and he was the doctor on duty that day. So he was at the casualty. But I also pick up that the time when he is busy treating my mom, one of his eyes were glued to me. And he also tried to give my mom, higher standard, extra attentions, first class treatment. But I was not really interested, but I could feel, as a woman, you can see when someone wants you, you are able to sense it, because I have a very strong intuition. That's why I could pick up that this man is interested in me. So we left it there. Now the second time, I went to visit my friend in Oshakati Hospital. By that time, I was in Windhoek. I was already I was doing my degree in nursing education. So I went to visit my friend who's a nurse in Oshakati Hospital. So we went to a club called Put More Fire. So we were dancing, and I have seen every time when I move this side, he always wants to dance close to me. And, there was those where we call, blues. So when he wants to blues, he just wants to blues with me. So, and then the next day, my friend told me, you know what, that man wants you. And I said, oh, that man who was drinking a lot, I don't want that man who was drinking a lot. And he was, no, I don't want. So we leave it there. So the third time, then I finished my degree. So I was now applying to get a position in teaching and in health, teaching in health education. So then I learned that Otjiwarongo is going to have, they are going to open a nursing school, a nursing training. So my friend actually told me. By that time, I didn't even know that he moved to Otjiwarongo. He was the director of the Central Region. So I decided, let me rather go there and hand in my application physically. So I went to the offices and I was referred to his office because he was the head. So then when he saw me, I could feel already that this man is happy. And in my heart, I also felt that, okay, I'm sure this job would be mine. So to make the story short, yes, I got the job. I got the job because I could see this man was eyeing me all along. It was probably maybe 2 years ago, 3 years ago. He didn't really propose, but you could see he really wanted to come closer to me. So I got he asked me to call him after a week. After a week, I called him and he said, no, you got the job. It was not even like a long story. I got the job. So I packed my things and I went to work in Otjiwarongo. So when I went to Otjiwarongo, so I didn't know really many people. I was staying with my friend. I was staying because my flat was not ready. So I was staying with my friend at her house. But at work, we always meet. We meet in meetings, we meet in the corridors, we met almost every day. So then I got a flat. So my flat that I got, it was also close to his house. So he has a very big house because he was most the boss. So we become very, very, very good friends. But in friends where we cook together, we comfort each other, we do almost everything together. So, and most of the time I cook and then we eat together. But we really started sharing our deep disappointment. Now, by that time, I went there disappointed because I was just dumped by my former boyfriend. He dumped me. So I was kind of disappointment. And I think he was available to really comfort me. He comforted me so much, very good and so on. But at the same time, we had a lot of fun together. Later, after maybe a few months, 6 months, 7 months, he just said, why can't we marry? And most that time I was also desperate. I didn't even really think twice. I say, yes, we can. I think we can. Because I know most of his things. He knows most of my things. And on top of that, because I know him really as a very good friend. Point number one, the guy was so handsome. Point number two, the guy is well educated. And the last point number three, the guy has a very good heart. I never thought of no, I must look whatever. I must try to say, no, I don't want you or whatever. And I also didn't think of another culture. Because, most when you are in Oshuambo, it never came to me in that way. So I decided, let me just, are you serious? Yes, I'm serious. Why not? Since we know each other, why can't we just get married? So we decided we are going to first to go to our parents. So now listen here. No, I went to my mom first. I told my mom, I said, okay, there is this guy, and this guy really wants me, not just me, but he comes. But all along, it's not the very first boyfriend I brought to my mom. I also brought other boyfriends. There were also some who wanted to get married, but my mom was also kind of, she has a very strong intuition. And every time when I bring somebody, said, does this person fit in your character? She always look at my character. What kind of character do I have? I was very open-minded, liberal. Liberal is a trait or a characteristic that I inherited from my father. My father was a very liberal person, so I inherited that. So now they said, you who looks like your father, I don't think you will fit here. That's always what my mom used to say. So when I said, no, okay, then I told my mom, remember that guy? Remember when we went to the hospital and I took you to the hospital and this guy treated you? This is the guy. Is that the guy? Okay. Then my mom said, no, I don't mind. I can think. I want to quote what my mom said. Oto dimburuko anditi, anu aeshe mbahueta mano anditi, ojo pote. Chandi mtara, nguno yenga ojengo. I got already the blessing from my mom. My mom said, yes, I can see this one is yours. Because all along I was sort of like querying, does this fit in your character? And she thought, no, if I got married in Oshuambo culture, I am going maybe to embarrass her or whatever. But I don't know. She just said, I have my father's character. But what I know, my father was a very liberal person. He can speak his mind. He can do whatever he wants. As I was telling you, my father is the one who, he can go and he cooked, he cleaned the house, he go and fetch water. He doesn't care what others say. He's really speaking his mind. And I think that is how I also, raised up. So now, Then we arrange that my mom is now going to meet with the family and so on. And I think she also informed some of the friends and also other family members. So I quote what she told me later after we already got married. Apparently, a lot of friends came to her and said, "Oh, Ivy, meaning, are you really allow your child to marry in a Nama Damra culture? Because wete kucha wayadhinika nga ya nhokongo no wadhinikwa shashi nedhina ndiye diaganjwa ukwangara kuti anu anumbea kasikirira anumbea shaike chiapo achiriwapo ike sikunjo. So many people were worried. Yes, they were worried. Yes, which is true. Maranwa me manu kwe amuratati. So my mom answered them and said, I called my mom and said, "Oh, no." And it says, "Oh, is that Nama Damra person? Is he not a human being?" Is apparently asked them like that. So when I got that blessing, when she told me that story, actually I was so happy because I could feel that my mom gave me the blessing because he said, now. So that's how I end up marrying in this. Now, marrying in this culture, I feel actually blessed. I feel blessed because I get into a very rich family, rich culture, rich in love. I'm talking about love. They know how to love a person. They know how to appreciate. And what you need in marriage is love. And what I end up getting from this guy, it's love. What I'm getting from this family is love. What I'm getting from this culture is love. To be honest, they know how to love a person, how to love a woman, how to treat a woman so well. That's why I am very happy. Now, my question is, if you have to remarry, can you still remarry this guy? Yes, I can still remarry this guy because this guy treat me who I am. This guy never judged me. This guy never told me, no, you are whatever. Because the good thing when we met, he didn't have a car. No, none of us has any property. You don't have any car. I don't have a car. He didn't have a house. I didn't have a house. What we had, I found him with a fridge, and I also had a small fridge. I found him, with a bed, and I also have a bed. We only have 4 things, a fridge and a bed. That's all what we have. We didn't ever have a stove and all those things because he was staying in a government house. Everything has been provided, so he didn't have anything. So we started together. And I think that's the best ever. We started together. We grew up together. Everything that we own, we started together. So we accumulated whatever we have. So our relationship was really a relationship where we grew up together. First, we started as friends, and then we end up marrying, good friends, because by the time we got married, I know his history, and he knows my history. He knows my history. So because we used to share as friends, we used to share as friends. So at the end of the day, I know where he is coming from, and then he knows where I'm coming from. That's why when we started as husband and wife, it was not so difficult. Difficult in the sense of that I know who is he, and I agree to go into that family, and I accept him as he is. Yes, there were challenges. The challenges that were there is just marital challenges because both of us are new to marriage. Nobody has been married before. So the challenges when you get children, when you get all those, and you are still young and so on. But all in all, I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to meet this guy, and I'm sure you guys now, those who ask the questions, who is this guy? I will put in the photo so that you can see this guy. Thank you so much. I'm still married to him. We are now 33 years in a marriage, and I'm so grateful. I hope everybody understand now who is this guy, who I am married, and why I am married into this culture. I am proud of this culture. Some people even ask me, oh, please look for me at Damra. Yes, come. They are good people. I promote them. They are very good people. They know how to love, to give love and to receive love. So for me to do more stories, if you are listening to my story, tell me your story. How did you meet with your partner? How did you meet with your boyfriend, your husband, or your wife? So if you love this story, please shout, comment on this, subscribe to this, because I'm going to tell you another story of my journey into this marriage, my challenges. And if you really like this, like the channel, like this video, comment, subscribe, and just say, what did you learn from this? Till next time, thank you so much. Love you all.